Bitcoin has been breaking to the downside with a breakdown target of 72k. This while the insider trading whale is starting to short Bitcoin again. Yes, a longed Bitcoin right before the strategic Bitcoin reserve announcement. He has been shorting the exact Bitcoin top and right now starting to short Bitcoin again. On top of that, all of the Bitcoin liquidity is really towards the downside. So should we be getting worried right now? This is definitely looking very dangerous for Bitcoin. So need to be talking about that exactly and much more in today's update video. So can we once again push up the likes back above the 200 likes? That will be absolutely amazing. And as always, let's have a look in towards that short term. And in that short term, the Bitcoin price has been getting squeezed up inside of this mathematical triangle. Eventually, we saw this break towards the downside with a breakdown target sitting all the way down towards the 72k level. Now, honestly, I do think that this breakdown target is going to be a massive trap. I do not think we're going to be reaching that low. Now, we could be reaching that low. We are still trading below the Bitcoin EMA ribbons. We are trading inside of this downtrend, but I do not think that it is going to be very likely. I do honestly think that this breakdown that we are getting is going to be a massive trap. Now, if we are going to be reaching this low, it would be a very good opportunity in the market to be buying that dip. Because yeah, all of the liquidity is actually indeed sitting towards the downside. We are seeing this Bitcoin whale starting to short Bitcoin, but I will be explaining exactly why I do think that eventually Bitcoin is going to be retracing back again towards the upside. First of all, Bitcoin has been breaking down during the course of the weekend, and because of this, we've been creating a Bitcoin CME gap at the 86.8k level. So a retracement back towards the upside is going to be likely back towards our CME close price, because yeah, we could also be seeing it during the last weekend. We also pumped there during the course of the weekend. We created this big and huge CME gap, but eventually we still closed it with another instant dump back towards the downside. Right now we are pretty much doing the same exact thing with a dump during the course of the weekend and creating this big CME gap. So a retracement back towards the CME close price is going to be very likely back to the upside. Now, on top of that, we could actually be seeing that, yeah, volatility has been reaching these high levels again, and we pretty much always see this. We always see a low amount of volatility, and then again, a high amount of volatility. Then after that high amount of volatility, a low amount of volatility again, some kind of a consolidation, and then a big move is going to be expected again. So we always switch from high to low volatility all of the time. Right now we are in a stage of high volatility. The Bollinger Bands are pretty wide at this current moment, so we are seeing a high amount of volatility. It is going to be expected that we're going to be returning towards an amount of low volatility again, and that we are going to be cooling off. So I think further consolidation is going to be pretty likely after we have been getting these huge news events. That is what I've been saying. I think we're going to be consolidating further inside of this symmetrical triangle, or inside of this falling wedge pattern. We're going to be seeing a further consolidation, and after that consolidation, I do think that we're going to be getting another move towards the upside, because I do think that in that larger time frame, we are creating a massive trap at this current moment, because all of the data is pointing towards the upside. While Bitcoin is moving towards the downside, the retail is panic selling. They're selling off, they're shorting Bitcoin. Now, we'll be going over the exact Bitcoin data a little bit later, but the data is just going to be the reason why I do think that even though Bitcoin is trading inside of this downtrend below the EMA ribbons, even though Bitcoin is getting this break towards the downside, well, I do think that a further consolidation is going to be more likely, and this Bitcoin data is going to be the reason why I do not think that we are really going to be reaching these price targets all this low. Now, it could be possible that we're going to be reaching that 72k level, but in the case of that happening, it is just going to be a great and very good opportunity in the market. But once again, I do not think it is going to be very likely. So let's start to have a look in towards this symmetrical triangle rather, and also in towards this falling wedge pattern. Now, if you have been following me for a longer time, you of course already do know that I absolutely love falling wedge patterns inside of a bull market. These falling wedge patterns have made me the most amount of money because they are pretty reliable and pretty accurate. Whenever we are going to be breaking this falling wedge pattern out towards the upside again, that is going to be the moment where we can be flipping long. That is going to be the moment where we can be buying again. And that is going to be the moment where I think we are going to be reversing back to the upside. Also, whenever we are going to be flipping above our EMA ribbons again, that is going to be the moment where I think we're going to be initiating that next leg towards the upside. So we do need to be seeing further confirmations before we can really say, okay, right now we are going to be flipping bullish. Right now, we still need to be a little bit cautious in the market because we are still trading inside of this downtrend. We are not getting our confirmations in the market that we are indeed reversing the trend. So right now is not going to be the time to be flipping overly bullish just yet. Right now, in my opinion, is going to be the time to be patient with the market and wait for that next massive opportunity. So if you're going to be getting interested in trading Bitcoin right now or preparing yourself for that next Bitcoin move, make sure to be checking out that first link down below, because with the first link down below, you can be claiming an insane 10% cashback on whatever you deposit. So, and with this money, you can be opening up a free trading position. You can be buying some more Bitcoin or you can be buying altcoins. So quite insane if you ask me. Anyways, if we're going to be having a look into the data for Bitcoin, well, the retail is panic selling. The retail is selling off at this current moment while whales are accumulating. So yeah, all of the data is now pointing towards the fact that we should be buying, and in the longer term, this is what we are seeing right now is just going to be a massive trap. On top of that, yeah, we can literally see over on Bitfinex that the whales are buying the bottom again. They've always been doing this at the bottom, while the retail is selling off. Well, the whales are buying up again, while we are seeing the Bitcoin sentiment sitting at extreme levels of fear. The Bitcoin sentiment is very bad, but always during these times, it is generally a very good buying opportunity. Now, I have been saying many times, well, after we are seeing bad sentiment levels, we always consolidate at around these areas for about 1 to 2 months, and after this consolidation, well, that is going to be the moment where we're going to be putting in the reversal. So it's going to be still taking a little bit longer. We still need to be having a look into what's a Bitcoin price for a little bit longer, and we still need to be a little bit more patient. So I've been saying this already for the last couple of weeks. Yes, we are not going to be reversing towards the upside again immediately. It is going to be taking some more time. We still need to have a look into how the Bitcoin price is going to be further developing. But in that longer term, definitely all of the data is pointing bullish. The DXY, the dollar currency index, is cooling off again, getting back towards the risk on asset stage. At the same time, the global liquidity is heavily increasing again. It is absolutely exploding. So all the time, whenever the global liquidity is exploding, Bitcoin typically tends to follow after about 75 days. So yeah, we have been putting in this major bottom during around beginning of February. So it is going to be expected that we're going to be turning around anytime soon. This chart already shows this 75-day lag. So you can very easily see that all the time, whenever the global liquidity is increasing, Bitcoin also follows the global liquidity with the 75-day lag. The Bitcoin price is the blue line chart and the global liquidity is the green line chart. So you can easily see that, yeah, the global liquidity is right now increasing and we should be putting in the bottom anytime soon again. And we should be following the global liquidity anytime soon again. So looking very good and looking very bullish. All of the data we are getting is looking bullish. So for that longer term, I just think that this is going to be a massive trap at this current moment. I do not think we're going to be reaching all this low, but even if we are going to be reaching the 72K price target, it is just going to be a great opportunity in the market. So do not get fooled at this current moment. Anyways, guys, with that being said, make sure to be following me over on X to be staying up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.